Hey y'all, it's Cass, and it's been like a minute, um, like 4 months since I've uploaded, and I know I've been gone way longer than that, like in the past, but um, I'm back, and um, yeah, I missed y'all. Um, Life has definitely been lifing, not in a bad way though, but I've just been really locked in with school. I think school has definitely been taking over. But not only that, but I've really just been using a bunch of time to just reflect. And not only reflect, but just like really doing a lot of visualizing for myself. And um, with that, I feel like I've kind of not abandoned, I'm tired of using that word, but I've kind of saved my podcast for later. Because I'm never going to abandon and leave what I've built here. But I've saving some of that for later and putting a little bit more focus in other things like school and my extracurriculars and the things I do and the things that I want to do. Um, so yeah, I missed y'all, and it's time to catch up on life and everything around us, and time to really, come in and learn each other again. Um, Cass's world, from the beginning, I made it known, is a safe space. Not only do I make it a safe space for other people, but this is my own safe space. And I've been doing a lot of like, I guess you could say, hmm, what's that word? A lot of interior work in redoing and redecorating my safe spaces and what I call and claim a safe space. Recently, I've been listening more to one of my favorite podcasts to listen to, For the Healthy Hose. It's a great podcast on Spotify, of course. Um, Curated with the help of Spotify for Podcasters. Love them to death. Been here since the Anchor days. But For the Healthy Hose has been like one of my favorite podcasts. I've been listening to it for like a year now, but I've been listening to it more recently. I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of just like got out of my phase of listening to podcasts, but I reeled myself back in and I listened to For the Healthy Hose, and it's for, I'm just read their about me because it's so much to it and so many things that they tap in to and talk about and really reflect on, and just it's just like a lot, which, and it has different pieces to it and different sides to it, which is why I'll recommend it. But in there about me, it says honest conversations about the human experience. And I almost like really relate to this with my own podcast because we talk about human experiences all the time in probably the most honest way ever. So I love them. But it is by Ree Turner and Sunset Tim. They like it just listening to their podcast recently has really just made me rethink and think about a lot. Think about things to consider and what I want for myself and how I carry myself and awareness and just things of that sort. And one episode I listened to recently was how to create a safe space for yourself. I didn't get through it all the way, but I got through, I'd say, about a decent amount. I'm halfway done. But Ree, one of the hosts, because there's two, Ree was talking about how we all have a safe space and how well, from what I interpreted from listening to it, really was, how to really ground yourself in your safe space, know what you want your safe space to be, kind of look at how safe your space actually is, and things of that sort. And it made me think about my podcast, because my podcast is, once again, my safe space. And I realized that I really haven't been nurturing it as much as I should. Not even just with just dropping content, but just staying active and, you know, building goals for my podcast again. Because I was really on that, when I was consistently uploading, I had goals, but I got into other things and other goals and other things that I wanted to work on and accomplish. And, that my podcast kind of just drifted a little bit from those plans. And I want to regain that again, because my podcast is my baby, and they've been with me through some of the darkest, weirdest, scariest, craziest points ever. So, yeah. And we're about to hit 4 years in December of Cass's World, and it's time that, I pick up the pieces and I build up again what I've built and what I kind of let crumble a little bit, but we're still standing strong. And to all my listeners and supporters out there, who've been with me through the breaks and been with me when I'm uploading consistently, I thank you so much. Like, y'all don't go unnoticed, and I love y'all down. Yeah. So, yeah, go listen to For the Healthy Host. I'll definitely link that below, because I love that podcast. And I sent it out to like a bunch of people, friends and family and people I care about, because I feel like there's an episode and there's something on there for everyone to kind of listen to and kind of just relate to, learn something from. I feel like in a way it can help somebody. And I want that for everyone around me. I want people to find things and places and people that relate to them, that work with them, that can help them grow. I want everyone in my life to grow. So, yeah. But life lately hasn't been bad at all. I have no complaints. I think if I compare myself to October of now and October of 2023, I'm a whole different person. I don't even know who I was a year ago. And I'm honestly happy about that, because I'm in a better place than I was. And it's so crazy to me that how much I flourished. Like, I'm not, perfect, and I don't ever plan to be. That's never going to be in the plan, to be perfect. We all strive for perfection, but it's just not going to happen. We all have our flaws. I know that. I know I still have a bunch to work on, but damn, am I like way better than I was? I I feel healthier almost. um Doing healthier. I got way better people around me than I did a year ago. God damn. I love all the people that I've met this year who have stuck around me, been around me, listened to me, shared moments and memories with me, and the people who have been down with me before 2024 and are still here standing. I notice y'all and I see y'all too, and I love y'all down. But like, I'm so different than I was, and I don't even recognize who I was here. And I'm kind of happy about that, because I don't want to go back to that place and be who I was, and even think about that time and think about that. But I know in order to get here, I had to think about that and reflect on that and kind of put pieces together and build myself back up. So that's kind of been a bit of a journey. I haven't been journaling a lot lately, either. So I'm gonna get back into that. Cause that also was like a really big step in like the process of like me like not letting emotion build up and kind of letting things come out and tell myself, hey, pause, take a deep breath, let it out, don't let that shit in, and let it sink in and just let it out. So, gotta get back into journaling. Um, I think another thing that I've really been like tapping into too, my creativity has sparked. It's just been like just a very big spark. I have like so many pieces I'm trying to create. If you know me and you know me personally, or you just know me in general, I'm like really big on fashion. Fashion designing has been a passion that I wanted to do since I was like 5'4". Um, I feel like now that I'm in like such a better headspace, my creativity and my creative headspace has definitely expanded. And I'm so happy about that. I think I saw a TikTok. I think it was a TikTok or a reel, something like that, some shit like that. Like as you get older, you kind of lose that, childlike creativity touch that we all had, and you want to create things and do things. But I feel like as I'm getting older, it's just expanding more and more and more and more and more, and I love it so much. If you know me, you know I when I was little, I used to love DIY everything, create everything, all of that. All I watched on YouTube was, besides makeup tutorials, was DIY, DIY, all this extra shit. Like, that was me. That was what I liked. And I feel like now that's even expanding more. Like, I have so many, like, room decor ideas and fashion ideas and things that I want to do. It's definitely going to be coming out soon. But, like, that's something I've been trying to work on. And I feel like another thing I've been trying to get into is more self awareness. Because I feel like sometimes, as much as I hold things in, there's a lot of things that I could get better at holding in. And my self awareness and wanting, like, needing to know when to step back and not to step back, I think that's definitely been a journey too. If you ask me, like, I feel like a year ago, I honestly couldn't tell you where my self awareness, like, scaling was. But I feel like now, more and more, as I'm starting to, like, be like, hey, pay attention. What does this mean? Do I go forward? Do I step back? I feel like that's been happening more. And I'm honestly happy for it. I feel like for a long time I really like yearned for more self-awareness. So now that it's finally happening in real time, it's like this is great. I'm not complaining at all. So, yeah. But um take a minute in the comments and tell me how y'all have been. What's been new? What's been up? What are your thoughts, ideas, things you want to pursue? Um yeah. I think I'm gonna post more this week since I'm on a break from school, so I might upload another video. There's so much like pop culture and social media wise going on. Twitter has been in a fucking outrage over this. What's been going on? We got the election coming up, obvi, less than a month away. Oh my gosh, the election's already coming up. Because it feels like not too long ago Biden won. And I remember that election, obviously. I mean, I was there. It was 2020. Who wasn't there? Um, and now you either have Trump or Kamala finna take over the country. That's crazy. Um, I love politics, but at the same time, put my reverb up. I love politics, but at the same time, I feel like where we are now in the state of the world with like technology and stuff, politics has just gotten like, how do I just say it? Do I want to use the word saturated? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like politics is just not as I feel like informative anymore. I feel like it's kind of like like how to like take in politics is not the same as I feel like it was years ago. I feel like now everything is kind of so social media based and this, that, the third, and just I feel like politics, of course, political news is always gonna have its bias, but I feel like it's like even worse than it was like 10, 20, 30 years ago. Just my thoughts, but um, if you were to ask me if I was at the age to vote who I would vote for, I don't even know if I had I don't even know if I would like have an answer. Honestly, not saying I wouldn't vote, but like, nah, I would vote. I would definitely vote, but it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like with social media now and everything, and then you go to an actual resource and then you look at the resource and you don't even know if that's true. It's like, bro, at this point, fuck it. I want to be president. Fuck all this shit. That's kind of just how I'm feeling. Fuck everyone else. Fuck everyone in office. I, I'm president now at this point. Because y'all, these two motherfuckers can't get it together. So, yeah. Another thing that's been trending on my feed, bro, this nasty ass shit. This shit, Gucci third leg, the content creator gave that girl HSB, whatever the fuck he gave her. And it's just been on my feed, and he's been over 3,000 bodies burning people. Let me tell you something. The sex work industry, from what I see, and from what everyone sees, it's not peaches and cream, and it's not as easy as someone who's not in the sex work industry to obviously realize. So you're gonna have, I feel like, if you're in this industry, you're gonna run into people like him, and people like him need to be put down like stray dogs. I'm gonna be so real. You can't just like walk around like this has to be illegal, right? For him to just walk around and just infect people knowingly. And then I really got to look at the girl sideways because he never sent you his my chart results. He never sent you his my chart results. If the results weren't sent, no one's getting touched. No one is getting touched, bruh. I'm just being so real. If the results were sent, you shouldn't have been touching on that man, and he should not have been touching on you. I don't care how like much money you get, and that's just another thing that comes with like this industry, bro. Is the money. You're letting at that point, the money is making you. I think about this when I think about what the fuck is it called? The movie The Players Club. The Players Club was probably too young to be watching that movie, but we all remember what Diamond said. Make that money, don't let the money make you. And I feel like in this instance, she really let the money make her because she continued and said it was the money was coming in. She was young, she didn't know what to do. Bruh, it's sick. And then you gotta look at her again because after that, she continued to still make content with people, and she said she wasn't having an outbreak, so she still continued to do, but it's like, come on now, bruh. It's definitely not gonna be the first time I feel like something like this happens, especially as the industry grows and people get more into it and more sick motherfuckers in this world are continuing to flourish and be more disgusting, we're definitely, this probably isn't going to be the last time, but I feel like this should just be an example of awareness, not even in just like, I feel like the sex worker industry, but just like with anyone in their everyday life, get checked. If you're having multiple partners and they're having multiple partners, get checked. Go in that clinic 3 times a month if you have to, get checked. But I feel like that's probably like, I feel like it's common sense, but at the same time in this generation, sex is like drinking water now, and like, it's just so like, everything is just so sexual that like people forget, you know, sex is cool, sex is this, sex is that, but it's like, hey, what about safe sex, you know? I feel like the safety of it is just like totally been diminished. That we just, well, not we, nigga, because I'm not in this, but people just don't care. People just don't care. Um, so yeah, have safe sex. Wear condoms, plan Bs, get tested, do what you gotta do. Just be safe. Please be safe. And if you have something, let someone know. Tell people, I mean, well, not people, but your doctor or your partner or your partners. You gotta let people know. And I'm pretty sure it's a crime if you don't let people know. Something about that is legal. Or if you know and like you don't tell somebody and you purpose, like I feel like that is a crime. I'm gonna look that up. Let's look that up because I'm pretty sure it is a crime in some state. It has to be. Is it a crime to have a STD and not tell someone? Okay, wait. Okay. No, there is no federal law that requires you to tell a partner if you have a sexually transmitted disease, STD. However, laws vary by state, and there are criminal and civil consequences for knowingly and recklessly transmitting an STD. Criminal, okay? You can be convicted of intentionally knowing or recklessly infecting someone with an STD. For example, if you have sex with someone without telling them you have an STD and they become infected, you can be charged with a crime. Civil, you can face a civil lawsuit if you do not tell a partner about an STD and they contract it. You could be liable for damages such as medical expenses, emotional distress, and lost wages. Reporting, healthcare providers must report certain communicable diseases to public health agencies. Okay, not disclosing the fact that you are infected allows STDs to spread more easily and could result in criminal charges. Wait, so what is it by state? Okay, 24 states require people with HIV to disclose their status to sexual partners, and 14 states require disclosure to needle sharing partners. Okay, criminalize, damn it. Okay, y'all, I've been locking it in school. I know how to say this word. Criminalization. Why was that so hard for me to say? Okay, 34 states have laws that criminalize actions taken by people with HIV. Some states criminalize behaviors with low risk of transmitting HIV, like spitting, biting, and oral sex. Civil lawsuits in many states, you could face a civil lawsuit if you don't tell a partner about an STD and they contract the disease. You could be sued for damages. Okay, we already got that. Wait, so what states? Because now it's just HIV, but I don't see anything about STDs. Either way, nigga, you need to tell people. Legal or not, people need to know your status. Ooh, 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 my Wi-Fi. Okay. Either way, people need to know your status. Okay? And if you think it's okay to keep that shit a secret or if you're embarrassed, grow the fuck up. Yeah. Mm-mm. That is so sad. Like, I feel like if anybody has any fear in this world, that should be one of your fears. Catching something and the person that gave it to you knew the whole time. That should be everyone's fear. See, now I see why they made us sign the virginity pledge in middle school. But then again, married people also spread STDs to each other by, you know, adultery and stuff. So, it's a, you know what? Just be asexual. One day we're gonna find a way to do asexual reproduction, and all this men and women and extra blah blah, it's not even gonna be important anymore. Asexual reproduction will happen, and life will just be okay. Hopefully. But then again, that might even cause problems. So I don't even know, chat, at this point. It's just like, I identify as a doorknob. Yeah. And like, another thing with this whole situation with this girl is she says that she's not spreading it. And that's kind of hard to believe. Someone says via Twitter or X, um, Vitamin D on Twitter says that girl caught an incurable disease on the job and has been crying on the internet for 36 hours now. Meanwhile, she's still promoting her OF, continuing to be a prostitute, spreading the disease. That virus wasn't enough to take her out the game. I can't sympathize with that. I feel like everyone is going to have their own opinions on this. And he's wrong, but I feel like she holds some weight here too. And that's all I'm gonna say. Um, yeah, yeah. Stay celibate, stay safe. Um, yeah. What else has been going on in the world? Oh, um, wait. Okay, I'm gonna do an unpopular opinion because I want to get this off my chest. Because I always say I'm gonna drop an unpopular opinion episode and I never do. So I'm just gonna give one of my unpopular opinions right now. I hate when people treat people with disabilities, special needs, any type of disability at all, like they cannot function like people with non disabilities can function, or even people with autism. I hate that. So, for example, for my birthday, my mom got me a bunch of delicious and beautiful desserts from this place called Special Needs, but it's K-N-E-A-D-S. And um, I told some people at school about it because it was really good. Like, she got me these petite fours, which are like these little mini cupcakes, and a blueberry muffin, and a big ass fresh croissant. Oh my gosh. And everybody's like, oh, people with special needs made it? Are you feel like it was safe to eat? I don't care. I don't care. People with special needs, disabilities, anything of that sort, they are just as much capable to do what we do if they learn. If they try and they have the support that they need, they are not limited to anything. No one is limited to anything. I feel like when it comes to doing stuff and working, they're not limited to doing anything, so don't treat them like they are. If you really want to help, you know, and make the world a better place, stop treating people with disabilities, special needs, mental impairments like they cannot function like people who don't have the disabilities can. Because I promise you, they probably bake better than your fucking grandmother. Just saying. Just like the one commercial with the girl with Down syndrome. I don't know her name, and I feel really bad because I don't know her name. But that commercial where she was like, don't treat me like I can't do something. Blah, blah, blah. And it was just showing a bunch of things that people with Down syndrome can do. They can live on their own. They can drink alcohol. They can learn Shakespeare. They can do this and that. Don't treat people with Down syndrome like they can't do those things. Like they're little kids. Like, I hate that shit so much. Wait, is that the word? Ableism? I think I'm using that word right. Yeah, stop with the ableism. Stop it. And you know what I had to do to catch my own form of ableism? I had to stop using the R word, a word that I grew up hearing in my household with friends. I'm gonna be so real. I had to stop using that word. Because once I realized, like, kind of the meaning of it and how derogatory it is, it's a slur. And I don't say it anymore. Everybody kind of has their own opinions on that. And of course, if we bring that up to, like, the older generation, they're going to be like, I don't give a fuck. So, yeah. But I feel like the best thing we can do now is kind of keep educated, stay educated, and, yeah. I just had to get that off my chest because I feel like it's just been really, like, lingering on my chest for real. So, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm just sitting in silence, kind of doom scrolling. Oh, wait, shit. Okay, so, fun fact. I was supposed to drop an episode on my birthday 2 weeks ago. Well, 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. My birthday is September 26th, and I was going to drop an episode when I got home from school because I didn't have school the next day because of the quote unquote hurricane that was supposed to hit us real bad and, dump right into us. Bitch, I woke up at fucking 3 p.m. The sun was out beaming. Only thing that was shitty about that was the fucking humidity. Anywho, so yeah. I was gonna drop an episode, but on my birthday I came home, it was raining, I had all them desserts and snacks. I had me a gyro for dinner with some loaded fries. I was falling in and out of sleep, playing Roblox, making hot TikToks, like, chat. I was not in the headspace to drop, but I just turned 16. Yeah, so my birthday just passed, and do I feel different? A little bit. It was like yesterday I was just turning 14, and look at me now, bro. I'm old as shit. Ugh, I'm gonna be sick, bruh. Honestly. Cause wait, how old was I when I started my podcast? I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Cause I feel so fucking fucking old. I feel so old. And oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna just spill a little bit of personal tea, y'all. I like this one dude, and I just don't know what's been going on with me. Like, I think I've been losing the plot for real. Like, I don't know. It's just something about him. If you know me, you know I love the 70s. I love vintage. I love that whole era. It's just that his face just gives. His afro just gives that. And I don't know, chat. I don't know, chat. Like the way that this man has been on my mind has been like crazy. I see this man every day, and it's just like, bro, come here. But chat, I got friend zoned, and it's like I've been trying to be okay with that, and it's like I can't be okay with that, and it's like I don't know how to be okay with that. How do you like? How do you? I don't. Maybe I just can't handle rejection. Maybe it's a trauma. I don't know, bruh. I don't know what this is. I dead don't know what this is. But this man, he's gorgeous. He might listen to this, so I'm gonna keep it real cute and real discreet. But mm, he can call me. Y'all, but no. And y'all know I don't get on here and I talk about my relationships and stuff. But if you know me personally, I mean, like, I don't even think I really talk about it then. I've been really discreet about my love life for real. But it's just something about this man, like it just makes me wanna what's that one? Every time I see your face, it makes me wanna sing it every time I see your face, it makes me wanna I've been listening to that song nonstop, like y'all. I be catching myself in my journal and I should be journaling about, my emotions and shit. Y'all, why do I be in my journal journaling about this man and just talking about life and just him and just well not life like y'all get what I'm saying, bro. And it's almost a little embarrassing because it just is, but I just cannot contain myself around this man. He smells like oatmeal. Oh my god, I sound like a weirdo. I need to stop. I need to be stopped. I need to be stopped. But yeah, y'all. Oh my god, I need to stop. I need to stop. See, this is why I can't, because once I start, I can't stop. Oh my gosh. Anyways, normalize having crushes, but not just crushes, like a crush. Because there's a difference between a crush and a crush. And I feel like this is where people burn lines because a crush is just like a crush. Listen, let me break it down. A crush can be like a work crush, or like a hallway crush, or like a little crush on your mailman. But a crush is a crush that if they texted you right now, hey, you'd be willing to risk it all. That is a crush. A crush is when you see them walking around the corner, you run and hide. That is a crush. A crush is they walk into the room and you put your head down because you're blushing so hard. A crush is you might tell a family member or two. Or a crush is you might get on your podcast and talk about them. That is a crush, like a feelings crush. So, yeah. I just had to break that down for y'all because some of y'all be getting crush and a crush mixed up. Okay? Just had to clarify that real quick. Okay? Anyways, I'ma holla at y'all later because I'm about to do some online shopping and take my cute ass to bed because I'm tired. A little bit. So y'all, I love y'all. Drink y'all's water. Eat y'all's vegetables and yogurt and your fruit. and stay healthy, stay clean, stay hydrated, get good sleep. Don't be like me up at 3:45 a.m. talking about crushes. And I love you, and I want you to stay safe, and I thank you for listening and tuning in. And yeah, bye.